powerful men of misconduct. Here's part of my conversation with Senator Gillibrand about her Senate colleague, Al Franken. Clearly, one of your colleagues has had significant allegations leveled that he forcibly kissed and groped a woman in 2006. Should Senator Franken resign his seat in the Senate?
Well, obviously, I was really disturbed by those allegations and very personally disappointed. And I think the appropriate thing right now is to have an ethics investigation.
What could possibly come out of that investigation? It seems as though most of the facts here are pretty clear.
It's important to have the ethics investigation to not only establish the facts, but to have a process.
Just to find out what? To what end?
So I think it's important that when we look at these issues of sexual assault, allegations of harassment, that we have to look at these cases individually, and that's why we have an ethics investigation. But one of the things I'm working on right now is to have a much fuller conversation about this very issue. And the rules in the Senate and in the House are not where they should be. Nobody should be above the law. Congress should not play by its own set of rules. And so one of the things we're trying to do is now change what's the process for anyone who works here at Congress, whether you're a full-time employee or an intern, about being able to report these cases of harassment or even assault in a way that makes sense. And so that is why I think the most appropriate step in this case is to move forward to the ethics investigation, but have a much bigger conversation of the much bigger problem we have here in Congress.
What do you think is the bar for somebody to have to resign their seat?
I don't know, Casey. People will make their own judgments. What I do know is that sexual harassment, sexual assault is prevalent in society. It is persistent, and it is something that we need to have a better process to deal with because we're failing. We're failing here in Congress. If you've looked into what the process here, it's opaque. You have to wait for months and do mandatory counseling and mediation before you're even allowed to file your complaint. And then you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement and never tell if you do have a settlement. That's wrong, so we have to change that. But this conversation we're having is bigger than any one industry. It's not just about Congress. It's not just about Hollywood. It's not just about the military or college campuses or Wall Street. It is a moment of reckoning.